wow, this father and son are doing something in their garage that is so heavy hitting and important that the Lamborghini car company had to try to find a way to take the focus away. What's up, people? Good morning. So yesterday I put out a video relating to Lamborghini Motor Cars Christmas commercial I saw on LinkedIn. And it was about a father and son 3D printing a Lamborghini Aventador replica, and then somehow mysteriously Lamborghini gave them a real Aventador to use, and they did this fun thing where the father unveiled it and it's like, looks like I got it done, and then they had a Lamborghini to play with. But then the commercial ended, leaving anybody who didn't know of this story wondering what just happened. Did Lamborghini give them Aventador? Did the fathers just get tired of the project and go out and buy an Aventador? What does this mean for this kid's psychology? And so I also had that reaction and made a video about it, just simply expounding upon all this and the weird symbolism about this commercial and what anybody would think. And currently it's getting comments, which are all over the place. I think it's fascinating to see how people are reacting. Now, a couple of things. One, people are saying like I'm attacking a father and son project. By no means. I think a father and son project is awesome. I think anytime an older generation is working with a younger generation and they're doing something together so the younger generation can grow to be better than the past and make our future better is amazing. So if you feel like it was too emotional and you feel like that, please look at the context of my video. But I wanted to come back to this because now I've researched the backstory a little bit, and let's talk about it and let's see what's really going on. So go on YouTube, and there's a channel called Laser Sterling, Laser Sterling, one word, Laser Sterling. And this is presumably the dad who's doing this project's channel. Looks like they've got a little over 14,000 subscribers, so come check them out. I think it's a really neat thing that's going on. I haven't seen the kid in here too much, but he does a bunch of updates here. Looks like, maybe one couple a week, something like that, on this Aventador build. Now, let's go into what's happened with this Lamborghini commercial. When I immediately realized that they only got the Aventador for a short time, I thought about this and I started looking into it and go, okay, here's what happened. Lamborghini found out about this and their lawyers didn't like that they're basically building something that looks like theirs as a knockoff. And even though it's a father-son project and they're not going to make it commercial, they probably were getting too much exposure for it, and Lamborghini didn't like that. Lamborghini is not a big, nice uncle. It is a corporation. They like their car and they want to keep it that way. So by nature of a corporation and business, they hate this father and son. They hate it because this father and son's project and 3D printing is basically saying to the world, why would you buy a Lamborghini and just go out and 3D print your own? Which I think the general populace of the world with car guys realize this is not a Lamborghini. But, we're all kind of looking and going, darn, they're doing a pretty good job. Which Lamborghini as a company is going to be like, this sucks, we can't have this. Because someday maybe, you know what I'm saying, okay? So, but they realize, oh crap, this is a father and son project and they're getting a lot of traction. So we got to somehow not look like bad guys that just put the smack on them. So how do we as a corporation turn this? So presumably they gave them a deal and used their power to schmooze them in a nice way. And this is my guess as to what happened from Lamborghini Corporation. Hey, we'd like to do a commercial. What you're doing is not kosher and we're going to sue you or make you stop and destroy your car, kind of scare them a little bit. And then here's what we're going to do. But we will let you keep going, but you have to change the name and not call it a Lamborghini Aventador, which if you look at their YouTube channel, it appears like that's true because originally they were saying the Lamborghini Aventador, the 3D printed car Aventador, Aventador. And then all of a sudden, if you guys notice on the channel, everything changed to Interceptor. It's no longer an Aventador, it's an Interceptor. Okay, that's cool. So you got to name it something else, but they're still going with their project. Now, the fascinating thing about that is, though, I guess, from what I'm reading, that Lamborghini loaned them Aventador for a short time to play with and did a commercial. Now, the commercial that I thought there was something wrong with this commercial, that's why I did the video yesterday, where it just ends with them driving off in a Lamborghini. I'm like, okay, so what happened to the project? What does that say now that we basically know what's going on? First of all, they didn't give the family an Aventador because if they did that, that would open up the floodgates for the entire replica car building world to look at Lamborghini and go, where's our Aventador? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you kidding me? So Lamborghini gave them nothing in that regard. They gave them one to play with. And they got to do a commercial which takes the spotlight of these people doing a really neat build together and then takes the spotlight and puts it totally on Lamborghini as a company to try to look like they're doing a good deed on Christmas, one. And then two, end the commercial with them driving off an Aventador, because the symbolism here, people, of that is to say basically, we're still Lamborghini, we build great cars, this is what they're aspiring to, this is where we want the focus, but we really can't crush this father and son who are building a replica, even though we really want them to, but we can at least put them in their place and make them call it an Interceptor. And I hate to say it, but that's probably exactly what happened. Now, I'm not saying Lamborghini is a bad guy for doing this. They're a company. They make money. You know, a knockoff like on this is the same as if, like, let's say it was a mother and daughter and they really wanted a Prada purse and they figured out how to make one. And they weren't going to do it commercially, but they really wanted it. And Prada's like, no, we need you to be in a fashion show carrying a real Prada purse. It's basically like that, okay? And the thing of this is, it's just the nature of corporations and money and business and branding. That's what's going to happen. We should probably be happy that this father and son didn't get smacked around harder by them in a way. I mean, clearly it's not commercial in any way. They're just doing their own projects, so I don't see that there's much harm in that. But it's too good. It's too good for Lamborghini. Is the car company worried now that people can just start making stuff? Are they having too much competition from boutique supercars and sports cars and replica car builders out there, or kit car builders? Because, you know, frankly, I loved Lamborghini. I used to be an owner. I strived to get my Countach. And then they made the cars not really driver's cars anymore. And I'm a real driver, you know, stick shift, want to drive. I don't want to just go flex. I mean, it's fun to flex once in a while, you go to a party, but that's not my thing. Lamborghini has evolved to a company that makes a lot of money from people that generally want to flex, okay? They're not really driver's cars anymore. And this kind of hurts them because, for instance, somebody like me, I'd rather go to, like, did you see Factory 5's new prototype car coming out, front engine? It looks amazing, and we can build it for less money, and it's a better driver's car. There's lots of stuff out there like that. And for that matter, it's the modern era. Like, you know, pick up a welder, pick up a 3D printer. Let's build some cool stuff. And that scares Lamborghini a little bit, as it should, any of these companies. I don't know. It's just a matter of fact. So I think the takeaway here is, wow, this father and son are doing something in their garage that is so heavy hitting and important that the Lamborghini car company had to try to find a way to take the focus away from them and make it not look like this, because it like hurts their brand or something, which is funny because, like, what hurts their brand more? All these like nouveau riche kids that are flexing and making money off of Bitcoin or becoming some musical artist and having no sense but a lot of money, and then chrome wrapping their cars and then wrapping around a pole, or like catching them on fire from bouncing them off the rev limiter in the Middle East. Like, that's what people think of Lamborghini nowadays, which is really sad. So I don't know, guys. I really like what the father and son's doing here. Check out Laser Sterling. I'm presumably that's this guy on YouTube, or look him up. Neat story. I got nothing against Lamborghini for this. I just like to tell the truth, and that's what I see is probably the truth. But if by some magical reason Lamborghini as a company is more noble than I thought, and this isn't exactly what it looks like to me, then tell you what, let's, hey Lambo, let's do something with Genius Garage, with racing and or your cars or some sport there, because I can attract the best talent from around the world and help groom them so you can have better future engineers, designers, and leaders. So you'd actually come out ahead on that. But if you don't want to do that, that's cool. I'm going to still keep going. And this kid that's doing the Lamborghini build is clearly learning a lot from his dad on this build. And if he goes into designer engineering in the future, I hope this young man, Xander, I think is his name, will look up Genius Garage in the future, because this is potentially a brilliant young man that if keeps a fire lit to do great things, become an engineer, designer, builder, could really go somewhere. And I would love to give a young person like that an opportunity at Genius Garage, whether that's building and doing race cars or airplanes or a supersonic test model, or you name it. Maybe we're prototyping some car of our own. I would love to give that person that opportunity maybe one day in the future, or others like him out there in the world. And as a note and a little bit of a plug, I am looking for some part or full-time help myself on finishing some projects. And if you have been paying attention, in the beginning of January, I'm going to do the application video for Genius Garage 2020 on this channel. We've got the prop body Lycan, which is kind of funny because I'm talking about this, from Fast and the Furious, that we're going to build it up into a neat car. That's going to be a big build. And of course, we've got some professional level racing cars to do the engineering on, IndyCar, IMSA Corvette, that sort of thing. And some really neat airplanes to build and work on. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. In the meantime, check out Laser Sterling and this nice father and son doing a really cool supercar project with a 3D printer and whatnot. I wish them a lot of luck, and I'm really glad they made it stick shift because flappy paddles suck. And I hope you guys will like, comment, and of course subscribe. I'll see you next time.